Polkadot is breaking trend and it's looking really nice. So we've got a break of Polkadot, and we talked about in the last video $3, $4, and $5. There were the three magic numbers. We were at $4. $3 was the next support base, $5 was resistance. Break to the upside, you've got a real high probability that $5 is going to be the next resistance level, and that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. So what barriers have we got to overcome to get to $5? When we hit $5, what's likely to happen? How can you plan for the next move? And then when the big swings come on Polkadot, how high can this thing really go in the next few weeks? So do you believe in Polkadot? This thing has absolutely wrecked people during the bear market, and I'll show you exactly how much it's wrecked people. This is an indication of exactly how the market is designed to make you bored, how it's designed to make you not believe, how it's designed to actually shake you out during the worst possible time. And that's exactly what was happening with Polkadot before we got any kind of reversal, before we seen these signals that we've been talking about in the last few videos, and before ultimately we got the break of trend. So where's the next resistance barrier? Next resistance barrier is the $5 level. We've got a high probability that we're going to go all the way up to $5, and hopefully you'll get some kind of a rejection, a pullback, a breakthrough, and then act as support. That's what we're looking for in the short term. You got one bit of resistance here. This bit of resistance is $4.55. That's just the last barrier, and that's inner structure resistance. So because we've taken out the 200, you expect that to act as support. This is the biggest area of traded volume in this range. We've taken that back, so we're holding support, we're holding the 50, we're holding the 200, we're holding the biggest area of traded volume. We've just taken out these three highs. That is significant. That is significant. So this is inner structure volume. That carries less weight. This is inner structure volume. We'd expect a breakthrough there. Like I say, $5 next resistance barrier for Polkadot. So you zoom out, and you look at the top of this range here. That's going to be a little bit of resistance at $5.42. And that's why I said if we can break through, get some kind of flag here, some kind of a flag, break through, hold this area of support, then that's going to coil up and be able to break through the $5.42. So when you break through $5.42, you've got your next resistance barrier up here, and this is $6.26. And this really is a big resistance point. So I'm going to put this in. I'm going to pop that in there. And we'll stick our price range on there as well, just to confirm that this is going to be a big resistance barrier. Why is it? If we zoom out and zoom out and we zoom out, we're going to see all the way from its 2021 bull market high all the way to where price action is now, including the bear market low. This $6.28 is the biggest area of traded volume for the whole of the 4-year cycle so far. So that's going to be the next big resistance barrier. But the aim of the game in the short term, like I say, is to take back $5, take back $5.45, and then we can really start making bigger swings. And that is the aim of the game, to start making bigger swings. One thing you got to remember is it might seem like it's impossible, and I don't know what's going to happen in the markets because I can't give financial advice. I'm not a magic wizard that can see in the future, but clues look left. Look what's happened in the bear market. Once, twice. It's happened twice in the bear market. How big is this move? That move is this little range here, 259%. So if you put $1,000 at the bottom of the range, and then you get say it's 2.5. So you've got 2.5x, and then you've got $3,500. You come all the way back, all the way back, all the way back. You've got $1,000. Guess what happens? It does it again. Then you've got $3,500, and then it comes back and it grinds down and it grinds down, and you're even in a loss down at this point here, and that's where everyone gives up. So if you were in this range, and this range lasted for, just measure it. This range lasted for, from the start here to where price action is now, around about 1,225 days. In that range, in that pain, all the emotions that are going through your mind when you're going up and you're going back down and you're going up and you're going back down. It does play with your mind. It does mess with your mind. And this ultimately, when you put in the new low, is designed to just wipe people out that have got stop losses below these lows here. So now we're seeing the reversal. Now we can see that we've got momentum for the bulls with Dot. Dot's next resistance point is going to be $5. That's where I'm expecting it from a target perspective. And one thing that we do need to look at is this is highly overbought. So you need to remember one thing. Things don't go up in a straight line. They go up in swings. So as long as we're doing something like this, get the right one up, taking back this, holding that as support, and then we can make our way up. You might create a flag on the way, break through, hold that as support, and then we can start breaking through barriers. So I will be with you guys along the way on this. I'm going to start doing more updates on Dot because I reckon Dot And correct me if I'm wrong, I reckon the Dot army actually shout the loudest in my YouTube channel. It is out of Dot and ICP. They seem to have the biggest armies within the whole of my YouTube channel, with Cardano third. So let me know in the comments if you like Dot, whether you still believe in Dot, how long you've been in this painful range for, and then what you expect. And as far as fundamentals are concerned, please keep putting the fundamentals in the comments. Anything you know, any news, any gossip that you've got, stick it in the comments, because I'm a TA guy. I don't look at the news unless it's thrown right at me. So there's millions of cryptocurrencies out there. I can't look at them from a fundamental perspective. The chart paints a picture for me, and the chart is a representation of human emotions at any given time. And that's the thing that I like to use as far as my analysis is concerned, because it tells me what's happened before and whether there's a high probability of whether it's going to happen again. If you did enjoy this video, go back and watch the previous video. My alt season 2025 indicator could potentially be confirmed today, could potentially be confirmed tomorrow, but all of the collective charts are painting a big picture to show that my alt season indicator is really ready to happen. Hasn't happened yet, it's ready to happen. And when it happens, the big thing for me is that is the last phase of my exit strategy, where I'm going to be scaling out the market, i.e. distributing percentages every single week, same as I accumulated in the bear market. I'm going to be distributing in the bull market, and that's how I'm going to be playing my exit strategy. Let me know in the comments if you want more on exit strategies. See you in the next one.